I don't know if I can handle hordes with just the shotguns. We'll find out. I think with the stuff, like increasing the map size, like would you buy it? I don't think I would. Because it's technically doing nothing. More space to outrun waves. Just get more damage. I'm leveling less to balance it. It will still increase the cost of the item. So regardless of what you put in there, you're kind of paying more for the other stuff. I don't know. Like, obviously it depends on the cost. So like, unless you make the items so that the increasing the map size, like the extra cost, it's almost nothing, I don't think it will really be worth it. But then you're just buying it because you're getting the other stuff at a somewhat cheap price, right? I don't know. Ooh. Like, it's kind of the reason why you pretty much never buy pickup radius. Because like 99% of the time it's just not worth the money. So if you add an item that increases the map size, unless it's extremely convenient for the other stat, and then that will be the main reason why you're buying it, it will be just another one of those items that it dilutes the pool, but you don't really ever want. Do I buy Lumberjack? Nah. They could make it broken though as a tier 4 item, then it wouldn't be a problem. Because I think the tier 4 items are kinda a way to do the weird stuff. And in a way I wish the tier 4 items were more available. Like in general, I think I wish this game had more game-changing items. That when you have them, like you feel that your run was actually quite different in comparison to previous ones. But that's something that I will like for every run that I play. Does luck increase chance of higher tier item in the shop? Yeah, but the percentage increase, it's very small as far as I know. Much damage is it dealing? The fuck? It's getting out damaged by that. What is this? Do we like Black Flag? I really want it, but it's probably a bad idea. We are not strong enough. Should make tier 4 legendary more accessible. I don't know, because okay, legendary weapons are super broken. If you find those too often, the game becomes... It becomes very bad, because one legendary weapon can carry the entire run by itself. They're just too strong. So unless you rework something else by a lot, then I think it will ruin the game if you find too many legendary weapons. The items though, you have the problem of you don't want to find too many tier 4 items, but at the same time you have runs where you don't find pretty much any, and then that's bad. What I would prefer, I think, was that some of the tier 4 items, especially the ones that have that are not just stats, but have sort of game-changing things, I wish there were spots in the game, like in between waves, where you get some sort of special upgrades. And then you could have some of those items there. Like, I think, assuming the current format of the game, every 5 waves, so wave 5, wave 10, and wave 15, you get to choose something that changes your character a little bit. And some of the changes could even be some of the tier 4 items, and even something completely new that doesn't exist. There could even be some changes that are shared for each character, like there are like global changes, and maybe some modifiers that are also specific for some characters, so that you can make those characters a bit more interesting, depending on the run. That's probably what I will prefer. I don't think anything like that is ever gonna happen, unless you get some sort of a new DLC. But it will be cool. Why they make it accessible on 159 or 182? You don't want the game to be different just because you're playing percentage runs. I think the game should be the same. Can you imagine the complaints if you have different things but you have to play this shitty game mode to have them? I think it would be a bad idea. Oh, that would have killed me. Is it try the Deep Rock something game? I probably described 50% of the roguelikes and 90% of the survival games, honestly. That's why I think it will work on this game. Because for me, there are other games that have better upgrade mechanics than Brotato. But what this game has that I didn't see in any other game that are similar are engaging enemies. That's why for me this game is still way better than many others. Because on the other games, the enemies are not engaging. They're just something that you need to kill, but you are barely interacting with them. But many other games have better things for upgrades. That they are more interesting, they feel different, more unique in between runs, and so on. So I wish Brotato had a bit more of that. Because the combat part, Brotato, I feel like it's way better. It's just that it's missing a little bit of the other things. But the thing that I would like the most is something that changes run. Like, take a super extreme, but take it into account a character like Bull. Bull, it's every single time the same thing. So it would be nice if there was something that makes it a little bit different. Like some sort of special upgrade that you can get sometime. And not every single round though. A hook would have been so good this run. I think that's something that honestly they could do with another DLC. Instead of adding characters, since honestly there are even too many characters, they could add stuff like that that affects every existing character, but you're not really adding more. Or if you really want to add more, you can add like maybe 4 or 5 characters, and then you just work on passives and other things that are affecting the other characters. And the idea with those kind of upgrades is that, like, for example, you can have maybe 100 of them that are completely different, and each run you get... I think what I will do is probably, assuming you do them every 5 waves, so you will get 3 in total, but you can do the usual thing where you see 3 of them and you choose one. So you see 9 of the 100 whatever that are in total, and yeah, you choose those, and you can make an actual build and change your playstyle around those. So each run will be very different depending on what you find. And you could build around those instead of, okay, I'm playing SMGs, I'm always building in the exact same way because I'm playing SMGs. But maybe even if you're playing SMGs, depending on those upgrades that you find, you could build in a completely different way. Like, let's say there could be upgrades that can make your SMGs deal explosive damage, or they deal a lot more crit damage, or they could deal a lot more damage, but they have some sort of reload similar to Revolver. Like, you can do whatever. Those are just random things. But anything that changes the gameplay during runs, I would like that. Like, it will be a lot more similar to other roguelike games where runs are just going to be very different depending on the random stuff that you find. And sure, Brotato has that, obviously, because of the shops and such. But let's be honest, 90% of the items are just the stats. So, like, you want the damage, you want attack speed, you want speed, but at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter where you find those stats. You're just getting the stats. And I mean, it's fine. I think balancing the stats, it's an interesting part of the game, and it's fine. That's why I wouldn't mind having those kind of upgrades, not necessarily tied to items, but as a, I don't know, an external thing. Do we want eye patch? I don't know, probably not. Tractor. Kinda late. Sunken Bell, I'm one-shotable. So if Sunken Bell triggers, I'm dead. Can't even loot the money. Greek fire. Small fish could be a thing. Like, even assuming we survive to wave 20, though, not getting hit by the bosses on this map, it's very unreasonable. Like, even with tardigrade, I would expect it to die. Because it's not like our single target damage is not amazing anyway. We didn't curse weapons. No hook. I don't even know if I want this stuff at this point. I'll pretend that I want. Okay, glass cannon, I guess. All in. I mean, we kinda are already all in. So it's not like it's gonna matter. Just don't get hit. Rocket? I don't think so. Ashes. Just don't get killed. Nice. Easiest elite. No. Yes. That's a very late hook. If it could only get a tardigrade, at least it will increase my odds by a little bit. That guy was so tanky. Well, I could roll once. Wait, what's better between those two actually? Huh. Maybe the alloy is better. Because we have also Giant's Belt. Probably. Let's get one-shotted. Easy. Just don't get it.